and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a quick fun little video for you talking about my favorite affordable drugstore brushes. I'm really excited about this video. I've been thinking about doing it for a while, so let's just jump right in. So I think I'm gonna go by brand, not by which brushes do the same kind of things, if that makes sense. So first I'm going to talk about these amazing Wet n Wild cruelty-free brushes they came out with earlier this year. I am obsessed with these. Honestly, I could mention probably all of them, but I try to narrow it down to the ones I use on a daily basis or maybe like every other day doing my makeup. So these brushes are amazing. If you can tell, these ones are really dirty. They look like this. They have a like white pink ombre color to the top of the brushes. So adorable, so nice. The quality of these brushes for their price is ridiculously unbelievable. Like, I think these three right here, the blush, the blending brush, and the contour brush, I believe these were each 99 cents. And then these two right here, I believe, were like $1.99. Face brush and the large kabuki, for which I use for foundation, I think these were like $1.99 or $2.99. But literally $2.99 is the most expensive brush they have in this collection, so you cannot beat that price. So quickly, I'll just talk about each one of them. This large flat top kabuki I use for foundation. I don't use a brush for foundation all that often, to be honest. I love my beauty blender, well, knockoff beauty blenders that I use either from Real Techniques or the Ulta brand, but when I do decide to switch it up and use a brush, this is the only brush that I use. This little baby, when I do use a brush for foundation, is all I use. Literally the only thing I use. The bristles and everything are just so soft. It literally just glides your foundation on so smooth. It doesn't come off, it does not make your foundation cakey. It does not, you know, it's not hard to blend out. And I've tried, you know, I've tried cream, mousse, liquid foundations with these, and they all just blend beautifully. Next is the bronzing powder brush. I don't know if it's the powder brush or the bronzing brush. I will have it listed below. I think it's the face brush, just the generic the generic face brush, but I use mine for bronzing. It is the only thing I use it for. It just really gets your bronzer, I can't talk. It just really gets your bronzer in the perfect spot, the perfect amount, for, you know, getting around the top of your forehead and your cheek. It just is so easy to use, and I just absolutely love this brush. Next is the blush brush, and I love this thing. It's literally the perfect amount of bristles and the amount of brush that you need to get in there with your blush. It just really hits, you know, the top of your cheekbones really nicely. Again, they're so soft and easy to use and blend like a dream. The next is the contour brush, and I love this just because it is an angled contour brush and it is dirty like the rest of them, but it literally just gives you the perfect contour. If you saw my how to contour for beginners video from a few months back, this is what I used. This and I think I have one other little brush, which is not a drugstore brush, are the only two that I use on a daily basis, and I do contour most days. I love this thing for contouring. It is so great, and you cannot beat 99 cents for a contour brush. I mean, come on. And I saved the best for last because this baby is my ride or die. I use him every single day when I'm blending out my eyeshadow, and it is the large blending brush. I need to order so many more of these, especially because I'm afraid that they're gonna stop selling these brushes. I think they are limited edition, so like, go get your hands on them. I did see at the Giant Eagle supermarket by my beauty school, I did see a huge variety of every single one of these brushes, so I'm definitely gonna go back and get more. This baby just is so perfect at getting in to the crease and blending out your crease. This is what this is for. It is the perfect brush, the perfect, you know, it's not super skinny like some of the blending brushes are that I use, and it's not, you know, a huge fluffy brush that's gonna get your eyeshadow color everywhere. And I just like that. I like the medium sized blending brushes for your crease. I just feel like it gets the shadow in there perfect and love it. So it wouldn't be an affordable brush video if I did not mention these amazing brushes, because let me tell you, when I first started, e.l.f. was all I had. e.l.f. was all I used. They are such a great brand, totally underrated like Wet n Wild sometimes is, and I just love these babies. So first I'm gonna just mention the blending eye brush. It is a much smaller, I should say, head of the brush than the Wet n Wild blending brush I showed you, but it is more perfect for being more precise in the crease. If it is a more bold color working into your crease and you don't want to get it everywhere, or you don't want the coverage that that last Wet n Wild brush will give you, this is so perfect for a more precise crease color and blending that in for transition. It just works so well. The next two I'll just mention together because they are both eyeshadow brushes. One is flat-headed like that, and it has a small kind of head. And the next one is about the same size, bristles and everything, but I don't know if you can tell on camera. It has an angle. So these babies I use every single day when packing on my lid color. They are just my favorite ones to use. Again, e.l.f. is so underrated. It's so affordable. I believe all of these were about 99 cents to $1.99. You need to get your hands on them if you haven't yet. These I've had the longest and use probably the most often out of all of them. So again, the eyeshadow brushes from e.l.f. This one, if you've ever seen e.l.f. brushes in the store, you know some of them are black and some of them are white and silver. So the black ones I think tend to be a little more higher priced, and by a little bit more I mean like a few dollars, within a few dollars more of the cheaper beginner brushes. And this one I believe when I got it in store was like $3. So again, not expensive, but you know, just a little bit up there. And this is the blush brush. Definitely not what I use mine for. It is angled on the sides, as you can tell, and it is just very, very fluffy. Again, I use this one for putting powder underneath my under eye and setting my concealer. It just really, with the angles, gets in there so beautifully. And yeah, I don't think I've ever used this for blush, but it definitely is worth the whole $3 you're gonna spend on it at the store. So amazing, just so soft and great quality for the price and how long I've had it. I think I've had this baby like 3 or 4 years, and I don't think I've ever seen it even shed. So blush brush. And the last brush I'm going to mention is the e.l.f. Total Face Brush, and it looks like this. The bristles look a lot different in comparison to most face brushes I've ever gotten. It looks very cheap, I'm not gonna lie. Right off the bat, it looks cheap, but I have never had a face brush feel so gentle and soft on the skin. Like, I swear, when I go in to set my foundation with this brush, because that is what I use mine for, it is just so soft and so gentle, and it really feels like no matter what kind of powder is on this brush, it feels like you're dabbing a silk powder into your face. I'm not even kidding. And again, I think this was like $2. So yeah, you definitely need this brush. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I will see you guys in my next video.